What is going on, Guardians? It is Ebontis here. We are back with another week of the Harbinger quest. Now, these modifiers do rotate daily, so you may see different modifiers than I've got now. But this is the week of January 26th through, what is that going to be, February 1st, I think. And the things that changed are the feather locations this week are different. I don't know if they're going to have 3 different versions. Maybe next week will be different. I don't know how many different ones they're going to go through. And then also where the bosses are located. And then the path you actually go in the second phase jumping puzzle as well. So there's some changes to it. And also the boss mechanics are even different as well. So I know I did a guide for you guys last week, but if you haven't got there, this mission's going to look noticeably different than my previous videos. So I figured I'd do another one this week as well. Also, if you guys are watching this video, because I'm going to post it up tomorrow morning before I go live, I'm going to be live streaming on YouTube. I'm going to be playing Immortals Phoenix Rising for basically the entire day, because that game is pretty awesome, but also pretty big, so it's going to take me a while to work through, so I'll be doing those streams on there. And hopefully you guys want to come check me out, just literally right here on my YouTube channel. I'll be live on the 27th of January, and it's going to be 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. Come check me out. And then on Thursday, I'm going to be playing The Medium on twitch.tv/Ebontis. That's that new horror game with the 2 different realities. I'll be playing that on Thursday, so come check me out. Also, podcast Friday night with CB Gray. But here, modifiers, Memory of the Golden Age, Solar Environmental Damage, always going to be there. Match Game, that's going to be there. Chaff, Radar is disabled. Seems to be consistent, but not all the time. Denial, the Vandals summon their shields more frequently, which is annoying. Only so much you can do. And you still always have unstoppable champions. So my loadout. I'll switch over to my Dire Promise when I need the hand cannon for unstoppable. I threw unstoppable on my gauntlet, so I'm good to go. Got my Gnawing Hunger. You also could probably go with a Royal Chase. Either one's probably going to be okay for your Void action that you need. I have a really great Gnawing Hunger, so I may as well use it until it's sunset. That's a discussion for another day. So that covers my Void. For Solar, and also for basically any major enemy, I'm running Xenophage. Also running Machine Gun Scavenger, Machine Gun Reserves, Machine Gun Ammo Finder. Hopefully you get a decent amount of ammo drops. Xenophage is great for especially the Emissaries in the front. Takes about 4 hits. You'll pop their shield on and basically wipe out all the guys that are around them. And you'll notice, and I'll explain as you go through the Emissaries, you only have to send them to the next phase, and then you'll be better off. So, goes pretty quick there. I have this bow, just one reasonable bow that I've got. Goes in the kinetic slot. Thank you for the raid, by the way, Otis. Appreciate it. Can we get a shout out for Otis? A bow for the snipers specifically. I'll use that most of the time. And then if I have to switch, I'll go over to Dire Promise when I need to. So, that's kind of the loadout for now. I'll be switching between the bow and the hand cannon when needed. Also running an arc subclass because, for one, double grenades on my Titan. It's just what I'm choosing, but also gives me the chance for the arc shields. You'll have a few of those throughout, and between the super and the grenades, lets me cover what I need to. So, try to talk fast through that intro, a little quicker than usual, but still one of my long-winded intros. Let's get this thing going. I'll see you guys on the ground. Alright, so when you come in, you still got to get over to all the fighting. And takes a little bit to get through all this stuff. Most of you guys probably have figured out how to get this far in the mission, I would imagine. So I'm probably not going to spend too much time on, like, showing the jumping puzzle. It's not really too involved. So you want to turn literally right here. The gap in the wall is always a little sooner than I think, so don't miss it. Not a big deal, just got to turn around, but it's right there. Go ahead and get the switch. I don't know if I'll do solo flawless. I will try. Right now, this is mostly a guide for the new feathers. I'm recording this live on Twitch if you guys watch this tomorrow. I'm doing this for the new feather locations and also to explain boss fight mechanics and locations of each of the emissaries as well. So once you get over here, again, you're looking for this branch. I'm on my Titan, so however you want to float, floof, glide, jump, really it's up to you. And then from there, just run to the tip. And then you're trying to jump on this little curved ledge. If you fall off, it's not a big deal. Jump up here, land on this one, get up here, and then creep around this little side, slide up in here, and you're good to go. So, first thing you're always going to be facing to the left of the entrance. You're going to come up, that door is always shut, so you got to go to the right. First of the 3 emissaries you're going to face is going to be the wizard, always is going to be there. That's one of the feathers for this week. So I'll show you guys where that one's at. Turn to your left, and if you can get it straight away, break the shield, and then if you go something like Xenophage, this is why I really like this, as soon as you pop that shield, all these enemies are going to disappear in about 5 seconds. Ta-da, there they go. Now the only thing you have to deal with is the sniper. Now they will pop their shield if you get closer to them, or just really annoyingly like that. But that's why I've got a bow. Just because I want to be able to kill them from range and do it safely. Now from here, usually what I can do is jump up, get an angle on what's next, and then just be careful once you get up here. Not the best angle because that lighting is awful, and you're going to have multiple snipers trying to get you at the same time. Next enemy is going to be up there. Hopefully this chain doesn't get in my way. There we go. Now, one thing I do tend to want to try and do, I try and clear all the snipers I can. Now, if you knock them off the ledge, it's even better. I also will try and peg this guy off in the back. Now, 1 or 2 snipers will spawn, so be careful as you clear out these emissaries. Same principle, about 3 or 4 shots once you can see the guy. Looks like he's going to be over there, so watch out for those. As soon as you break that shield, go for those shots. And as soon as you get that shield gone, now you'll see this enemy spawned, because I pushed him far enough. All these enemies, they're going to disappear, and you're able to move on. So as soon as you clear those emissary shields to halfway, you're basically going to be able to not have to fight nearly as many adds. And I always clear the center first. You don't have to. This is just my thing that I do. It's pretty much your call. But that way you know you've kind of got a pretty good open central area to work with. So when you come back, you're not dealing with random enemies. This one is going to be solar, so Xenophage, just straight away about 6 shots. Good to go. And that's it. Wait for the enemies to disappear. Wait for any floating black balls of doom. And you're good. Now you can drop down and we can start working our way back. You can jump down and work the left side first. This should be the one that's open. And you'll start finding the enemies that are waiting for you. You'll have the lower deck and you'll go straight above it right afterwards. And thank you, Ammo Finder and Scavenger. That one will pay off very well. So once you're in here, turn a hard left, look down the hill. You're going to have some adds that do spawn. Oh, never mind, wrong one. Once you come in here, you're going to go in and turn to the right. You're going to want your solar up and ready, so reload Xeno or whatever your solar weapon is. This is where you're going to have the captains, so they're going to push pretty hard when they do show up. Now, they could be shielded, so be careful about that. If you can get them to pull away from the goblins, they actually might come up, and you might be able to work them a little bit. But again, Xenophage, very powerful in here. Goblins, very annoying. And then if you can get him, takes about 2 shots on the red bar, and you're good to go. Now, the feather that I pointed out when you walked in, once you've got the solar guys down, keep coming in here. We're going to head to our right, take out all of these thrall. I'm just doing this mostly for ammo more than anything else. Nice, see the heavy. And this is the one we saw when we entered. This is your first feather. Paracausal feather is there. I'm going to take a little screenshot of that because that's going to go into the thumbnail. So, see that one on the other side. Come back out and we'll hit the next emissary. 1 down, 2 to go. This one's almost going to be directly above, so you can just kind of jump up here. Can't tell you how turned around I get in here, but it's a thing. I do it too. Jump straight up above. And we'll work on to the next one. Now, you're going to have some goblins in here, so just watch your angles. Because goblins shielding goblins gets to be really annoying, so just be careful. Proceed in kind of slow. Got some ammo, so if you're doing decent on a heavy ammo, you can use it to pick off some of the guys faster. If you got to go slow, or if you die, it's also not as big of a deal. But trust me, you're going to need your void weapon in here as well. Hence the gnawing hunger, the scout rifle, whatever you got, you'll need it for some of these acolyte shields for sure. Wizard will be in the lower tier, so watch the sniper. And if you die, it's not the end of the world. I did a flawless already, so if you guys want to see that one, I did that last week. That's probably the stupidest death I could have to basically void a flawless, but what are you going to do? Alright, so back where I was, I got to retrace my steps just to get out. I'm really turned around, aren't I? Okay. Try this again. Not a flawless, but no big deal. I've done that before. And again, I'll try and explain the harder parts for flawless. That was a stupid death, obviously. So don't do that. You guys can learn from my experiences. Yeah, sniper in the back. Watch for him. And I just got a little over aggressive with my health. Now, if you want, theoretically, you're going to have the wizard in the back, and you're going to have also another hobgoblin up top. The wizard will start to hurt if the shots get coming at you too quickly. So be careful. If you want to jump up high, watch the sniper. And also be careful for the follow-up shots on top. You're also up here, you can see the feather. We'll cover that one in a second. Nice to get a little vertical on the wizard. Makes it really difficult for it to hide. Maybe get a grenade down there, put a little work in. Keep the damage going, and it's down. So, in case you're wondering, you enter at about this level. So we came in here, and then the feather is going to be one tier up, where that first hobgoblin is not over there. Right here is feather number 2. Alright, so now we can exit. You're going to exit basically on the top tier. Now we're outside. We're kind of back in this central area. And we're actually going to go straight into the final one. So there's the feather. And you're going to have this wizard first. Always going to be void shielded. Drops pretty fast with Xeno. Around the corner, you're going to have the arc shielded emissary. So you can take it out fairly quickly. A couple Xeno shots should put in some work. And then you're going to have 2 void acolytes. So again, that void weapon is still basically required almost the entire time. So, third feather. Don't forget, under this 3-4 H2 6 lev sign, pick up your third feather. The last 2... So on this week's basically setup, the last feather is actually going to be in the boss room, and the second to last one I'll show you guys along the way. And again, I always tend to come down here and don't need to, so don't waste the time that I did. I do that probably every week. One point I'll learn. And then if you want to get back outside, always in this room with the tall cylinder. Easiest way to get outside is always in here. Lower level, always gets you back outside. And we're here. And apparently we also have a bonus sniper. What's up, dude? Alright, so you have 2 ways to actually get into the main fight room. Doesn't really matter which way you get there, but you're going to be looking for the numbers to be going down. That's the key. If you're going in the lower entrance, there's also a way to get into an upper entrance. Not a big deal either way. But the lower entrance, this is the one I did last week, just the same. Doesn't change anything, you're just going to come into the room higher up. That's all you're going to do. So, coming around the corner, we will be in here. Make sure things are reloaded before you actually hit the lowest floor level. Check everything, check your ammo. Now I'm probably going to switch to my hand cannon. Depends on when the snipers come out. They are going to get annoying. If I need to switch, honestly, theoretically at this point I might go hand cannon and scout. If you feel better this way, that might be an option for you. Just gives me a bit more range to work with for the scout, for the snipers. That's the big ones. And then this will cover my unstoppable champions when they show up. Now, your other place for hiding, not so much when the snipers are out, but it's going to be down here. Be careful. And Unstoppable is going to try and ruin my fun, and I died. Yeah, and also put up a little cover. Now, the only problem with being up here is you're going to have those little floaty balls just like that. Man. Oh, come on. Literally trying to remove, like, that's the most wasted. Oh, my God. That's the one. Now, just don't kill me. Oh, come on. 100% did that. Can we not have terrible setups here? Thanks. There, now we're getting some ammo, making this run possible. So, I'm editing this part in, probably, so it's probably going to be very out of context. I've died about 8 times on this section. You can apparently have some really bad luck of combinations. If the snipers were right now, I could sit back here, pick them off, and be fine. But I have the snipers, champion centurions, and unstoppable champions at the same time. And it's a really bad combination, I'm learning. So, if you have a really bad run, maybe that's just a bad luck run. Maybe that's not your unstoppable. Or maybe just, like, go out and see if you get a better run. Like, restart the mission. Because this combination that I've at, I'm kind of bound and determined to finish it because I got close. But I'm definitely going to need heavy ammo. I'm using Xenophage. Kind of specific loadout for the crap that I got dealt here. And there's the heavy that I was hoping for. So, we have a possible run this time. I could just get like one more brick. Apparently there's a straggler out here somewhere, which is fine. It gives me time to reload. Next phase, I'm at least going to be facing snipers. And also, not snipers. Next phase is going to be wizards with void shields. Apparently I got one more captain. Where'd he go? I see you. Come on. There you are. Yo, CB with the raid. What is up? Well, hello, everybody. This is our podcast guest on Friday. Thank you, CB, for the host. Follow, all of the above. All the raiders, thank you guys so much. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the evening. We're working on a little solo flawless with the crappiest RNG I've had in here yet, so it's fun and exciting. Unstoppable Champions of Joy. And we've got to find the other wizard. Where'd the wizard go? There you are. Try and dodge these couple shots. And get it to stand still for 5 seconds. Just watch for the Unstoppable Champion. And if you got to go vertical, go vertical. Oh, this is definitely not a solo flawless. I've died like 6 times on this crappy run. Because the combination of the next two things is just bad. It's doable, and I kind of figured out a decent run with my loadout, but man, it is not a great run. I was smooth up till here. I did solo flawless last week, though, so it's already done. Right now is going Feather Locations, just guide of the new week's mechanics. Heavy brick. Like I had one other heavy brick somewhere. Right? There it is. Okay. There's my 27. Yeah, this is going to be an awful edit. 100% pretty terrible. See, and then sometimes this guy just gets stuck over here, and he can't do anything about it. 92, man, CB with the host, dude, you are just absolutely blowing me away tonight. Thank you very much. If you guys don't follow CB Craig, please go follow him. He is a fantastic, ultra nice dude. One of the nicest smiles, got the tinfoil hat. Just a great, great guy. And he's going to be on the podcast with us on Friday. Lots to discuss. Be curious to get your take on a couple of things. Also, we've got another TWAB, of course. Oh, Ebontis, I know you. How do you know me? I'm curious. I'm always wondering how people know about me. Alright, he's almost dead. I'm going to go try and get my little hidey hole over here because this round just sucks. What's up, buddy? Yeah, he just straight up glitched. Nothing else but that. Alright, time to hide and hope for the best. If I die here, you'll see why. Okay, sniper fun. Oh, that's an overkill on that shot. Ow, God, those hurt. Now, if I could just make it to the snipers that I want to kill. Okay, you kind of suck. Oh, there we go. We got it. Nice, nice. Yeah, this is going to be a terrible edit, but this is going to be the one. I literally had to use just about everything I had. Now I just got to manage my champions. This isn't so bad. Yeah, that was a little chaotic, but it worked. Not going to claim that's the optimal way to do that at all, but it's one of the few ways that I could figure out in the moment to get it done. You got 2 champions, just split them up, take them slow, should be fine. Great if you were looking at me a little better for some crits. Oh, this is... They're descending on me quickly. Yeah, just back off, find cover. It's not bad. You can probably do this also from above. So if you want to go vertical, always seems to be for me as a Titan, I can never get high enough unless I go up here. Then I can really just pick them off slow. Well, finally made it through this one. I'm sorry the editing on this one is probably awful. My words are very much like disjointed and out of context. That's just gonna happen. But we're almost done with this section, so that's good. Now we gotta finish it. Come on. I'm gonna save what little ammo I do have, but I can finish you. And run, and then I can manage the other one a little easier. Well, thank you guys if you are new to the stream. Thank you for checking me out. Of course, got the YouTube channel. Cover a lot of Destiny. Cover some other stuff. You guys may know me from Whisper, Ascendant Challenges. I've done videos for years. CB Gray is another amazing creator. Much respect for all of the Destiny creators, because it's a whole thing right now. I'm just taking this one slow. So patience is my virtue on this one. Oh, come on. Really? No love? There we go. Shut it down. There we go. Part 1. There we go. That is a really, really bad combination of events. Apparently the melee guys and the snipers, you can have random spawns depending on what your run is, where you start. That was a bad one. If you do get a bad run like that and you're just having struggles, why does the hand cannon turn red? So it's an unstoppable round to take care of the unstoppable champion, just to be clear. Got my Paracausal feathers there. I didn't pick them up on my previous run. So those are those feathers. Now we go to the final section. We do have a bit of jumping. There's one unstoppable champion, but you'll be able to switch along their way. So I like to have a bow just for a little bit of range, especially if you're trying for a solo flawless. This is probably, like, my specific run is probably not one I would try and do that on. Only play story stuff, sorry. Oh, no big deal. Honestly, like, the story for Destiny 2 is kind of what's got me intrigued at this point. Story seems like it could be going some cool places, just have to see where it goes. Whee! Now the jumping stuff. First thing I can say, watch your first step. Just barely go through the portal, and you won't go flying off the edge, which I have done countless times. So when you come down here, you're going to have some stuff that spawns up above. This guy. I can get a peek on him. Come on, buddy. Come on. Show me your face. Give me that bow auto-aim. There it is. Okay, so normally, at least last week, that's why some of the stuff is so different. Alright, Guardians, I'm going to put a weird cut in here because I had to backtrack a long way to find a feather. This video is going to be edited terribly, so I am sorry in advance. Once you get to this point, right here, you basically will have jumped across. That's kind of the opening section. You'll land over here. Last week, what would happen is this wall was blocked off and you had to come up. Well, you're going to need to go up anyway, but you're going to have to backtrack down where we just were. So you're going to jump up here like it was last week's video. And then the feather for this week is all the way at the top where you're going to see probably a hobgoblin sniper or something up here. Kind of trying to pick you off. This is your first feather. Now from here, what you're going to do, come back where you came in. Basically right over the top of it. And depending on how much you can glide, we'll come back down right where we were going. And then I'm going to try and cut back into the video where I was. You would turn around, jump up there, and go back that direction. Well, not this week. We're going a completely different direction. So you're coming through here. Turn back, go this way. So they really kind of gave a little variety to this one, which I am pleased. And even the boss mechanics in the final room, different. I'm honestly thoroughly impressed at that. Just the fact that it's not the same boss fight every time. So, this tree is a bit finicky, but if you can kind of get yourself spot between a couple of the branches to go up on levels. Wow. Apparently my Titan does not want to land. There. And plop up here. You're looking to just get right up here. From here, we're going to jump onto the pipe, so wedge yourself against the wall. Try not to bounce off too much. Slide around. Over here. Come on. Okay, seriously? Oh, I did this last time. Sorry, this is where you went before. So if you come up on the pipe, you don't actually have to, because we were up there. You can honestly just jump down here, and then we'll keep going. Even I'm turned around from last week because I did that so many times. Run through here. You're going to have some ads over here. Look for the Hobgoblin up top first. Again, remember their suicide shots can still come for you. You're going to have a couple phalanx over there and also a couple of goblins. Watch where you stand. These little taken blasters are going to want to knock you off if you're trying to pick the stuff up from far away, which is what I would definitely advise. That is a horrible grenade throw. See if we can do a little better with round 2. That's better. Gotta love bow shots. Just enough damage and just low enough. They'll probably lower their guard. Come on, aim assist, hook that shot. One more, probably can make the jump. And we've got 2. Alright, so back here, gonna have a couple ads. Now, there's another set of Paracausal feathers in here. I saw it. I just gotta remember where it's at. The last set is in the boss room. They are not here today. I'm going to have to make sure I track down where these things are, because I may have passed them, but I don't think I did. They weren't that hard to see. They weren't like trying to hide from me. So once you get to this little area and you see this little kind of corridor, you'll get some enemies that spawn ahead. And they typically won't start running until you start firing. If you're worried about the taken blasters and these guys, just pull them to you. Not a bad way to get a little ammo, if you're lucky. Once those guys are down, wait for a clean run. Usually just wait on this one on the left, slide by, not too bad. Oh, got another void shield guy here, little wizard. Come on, die. Oh my god. So again, not obviously a flawless run. Some terrible deaths in here. It's beautiful. It's exactly what I wanted you guys to see on this video. Me dying a whole bunch. I don't know if I'll cut together the montage of me dying in that one room, because that was a lot of them. Alright, so you're going to have a couple over there, a couple hobgoblins. I am missing that feather. Because one's in the end of the back room. Montage of deaths at the end of the guide? That's possible. Chat might have a good idea. You might see a montage of deaths tucked at the end. Alright, we are back. I have covered the 3 feathers. I did a little backtracking that I cut out. Had to find it. So the first one's right in the beginning. And the second 2 were pretty smooth in line. Once you get to about here, if you see yourself getting blown off, just, you know, be completely lucky and catch yourself so you don't have to re-edit your video with another death. But once you get over here and you've got most of... There should be at least one guy up there, if not 2. You are going to need your unstoppable hand cannons to pull that one back out. I'm probably going to switch over to Gnawing Hunger because everything's going to be a bit closer. Once you jump across, you're going to have this thing spawn. And then what you're going to want to do is come up here and give yourself a little cover back here to hide. You're going to have a phalanx and then an unstoppable one. Fun thing about grenades, you can sit here and pick them off nice and slow. And again, take your time. If you got heavy ammo, you can nuke him down. But my advice, no rush. He's not going to be that hard to kill. Just kill him as patiently as you can and save any heavy ammo you got. Because this week, you're actually able to kind of punish the boss fairly quickly. And you're also going to want to save your super as well, because there's times you're going to want to clear out all the little ads, at least on one side, because it gets to be ultra chaos if too many of them spawn. And it's scions, and they spawn like just absolute mad. Well, one clip at a time. This guy will eventually die. It just seems painfully slow at the moment. Oh, he's so close. I could finish him, but I don't want him to, like, boot me backwards. Okay. So, before I go too far forward, this is the boss room. You may have seen it before. This week, basically what's going to happen is you're going to have two little guys team it with someone, for sure. Thunderlord, it's an option. Actually, it's not a horrible one, depending on what run you have. But you're going to have little glowing enemies. I think they might be like Thrall on the ground. They're going to drop orbs. You have to throw 2 of them at the boss to break his shield. You do 1/3 of the damage. 2, like, more of those guys show up. 2 more orbs you throw. This one's not as bad as having to, like, kill the captains on each side and clear out the ads for him to come back in. So it's a little quicker. But it also gets to be absolute chaos. If the enemies on the sides just continue to spawn, there's a ton of them. So speed is going to be in your benefit here. That's why heavy is going to be what I'm going to try. See how it goes. But there's a point it's going to be chaos. And if I die, we'll just have to restart like everything else I've been doing on this run. So that's going to be one of the guys with the shield. Shield little orb. So they're these little guys. And he's shielded from the get-go. Ow, man. Okay, told you, there are a lot of ads in here, and they add up quickly. The taken scions tend to start to hurt. Lots of deaths in this room. I'll leave this one in. If I have more deaths, we'll cut them out. So now, each of these is going to be the orb that you got to throw at him. I'm pretty sure I whiffed that one pretty painfully. You'll know pretty fast. Yep, that's only half of his shield gone. The other half still has to go. So I gotta find more of the fun guys. Kill. Now, the scions aren't as bad when they start, but if they start going absolutely crazy, then it's bad news. So you gotta find more of the little glowing guys. Yep, those guys down below. So they can drop their orbs, just like that. And they're light seeker taken acolytes, apparently. Grab a little safety, pull back, get a little cover, and pump some damage in. Now, he's not as bad. You don't really have to rush this section. You're able to do damage from range, stay a little bit safe, and he's only going to put his shield back up when he's at his next third. So your goal is to work him down. But theoretically, his shield's just going to stay down. So if you want to start clearing these guys, this is not a bad idea, or it's a bad time to do it. Also not a bad time to get ammo. And also not a bad way to get yourself some shields. All the scions up here get to be really, really annoying. So, if you've got the ads cleared, the final feather is actually in the very back. So if you guys want to see that one now, I'll save that to the end, but it's right back here in the waterfall. So I've got 2 more shield orbs up, and right now I have no more ads to kill. So it's just literally he and I. So this actually should be fairly calm. I can work him down slowly. I've got plenty of ammo. He's just parked below me. And as long as the scions are gone, then at this point I don't have to worry about them splitting. So if you're worried about this getting a little chaotic, you'd much rather have your super up to clear sides. My advice, it seems right now, is to clear him slowly at a time. And then if you've got enough orbs up, you can always pull more ammo, get more damage on him. As soon as his shield pops back on, that's when you're going to want to go grab a couple more orbs, smash his shield again, and then be ready. But if you're worried about it getting chaotic, always you can wait on your super. He's about to get his shield up. There it is. So, now's a good time. If you got ammo, grab it. If I got orbs, to grab those. He is there. Now, perk of trying to do this. I don't know if I got that second one on him or not. Oh, I actually did. Okay, so now, before I go after him, my goal is to try and manage the sides. Before it gets too crazy, because scions spawn like just absolute crazy town people. Grenades, pulse grenades, anything that has a nice continuous effect is going to be your friend. You can pull back fairly far. Feel like you've got a duck, get your health back, stay safe. going to be a little chaotic. If you feel like you're in a bad spot, try and have him shoot his orbs up there, so his line of sight's up there, and then you can at least get a better shot at these guys. Notice his is going up over the rock, not to my left, which is going to make life a little bit better. Now the Scions will continue to split. Now it's a good way to get some ammo, don't get me wrong, but they never are going to leave you alone. So getting a solid grenade up there is going to be probably your best shot to try and make this happen. Backing off a little bit. And they never go away. That's why something with a little longer range than an auto rifle is not a bad idea either, but what are you going to do? Alright, so I'm going to pull up to the top on the left. See if I can hang up here. Actually did get a couple of orbs, which is nice. These guys down below, notice how many are down there. So again, something like Xenophage to truly take out a side, it's worth it. Couple bullets, absolutely worth it. Now there's that one of those shield guys I need. There's a couple more down there in the middle. Now I can start putting some more damage in. I've still got a decent amount of heavy ammo. If I want to clear the opposite side, totally will be able to do that. Actually, they're not even up right now, so this is perfect. Now, what I want to do is try and bring a couple of these orbs over, so I have a pretty clean run at throwing them straight at him. I'm only going to need 2, so if you've got 2 that are spaced out, you can pick them up. They're relics, so they're not going anywhere, at least shouldn't for a while. And I can park these, whether it be in the back or the front, keep them in a bit of a safe area. Park one of them back here and just leave it alone. Now, he's in a bit of a bad spot for me to try and grab these, so I might throw a grenade. Might try and do a bit of a circle around, run by. I'm just going to go park these 2 in the back, so at least I know I can get them. And again, this is not, as I said, amazingly optimal, anything of that nature. It's just a way to do this. I'm almost low on ammo. So I'm going to see if I've got any stragglers that I left up here. Doesn't really look like it. He's almost down, though. Probably should be a little more accurate with my shooting. So I'm going to try hand cannon just until I get to a point with him. Oh my god. Hurts so bad. Those solar shots are brutal. Don't toy around with him any more than you think you have to. Alright, so shield's up. Now, theoretically, I can just take these orbs and throw them at him. Break his shield. And then go super, Xeno, whatever it is I got. If it'll track. That was terrible because I missed it. There's one under his feet if I can get to it, that's the question. But I also do see a light guy up here. So I can take this, heave it, and then all I gotta do is finish him. Alright, so I'm gonna come back here, reload, go for the full swing. Not even mess with the other side too much. Watch the black balls of doom. That always sounds worse than I mean it to. One more bullet, and then I'll try and finish him off with my super. Got him! So your final feather is going to be in the very back. Come back here, all the way in the back by what looks kind of like a weird waterfall thing. And the lake down below, 5th feather for this week will be tucked in the back. Then make sure you open the chest. You'll get your 2 rolls. I did that already, and you'll get some more from here as well. There we go. So this took me a little longer than I thought, to be honest. There's so many deaths in this run that you probably did not see. That middle room was a really bad roll. If you have a bad roll in the circular room of like the order of guys, it's not too hard to get there. The emissaries, if you're patient, you kind of get used to those. They're not as bad. Start it over. Maybe you'll get luckier. I'll probably try it later. Won't be nearly as bad. I did it with my brother. I don't even think I got that bad combo. So, but that's the deal. That's his mechanics here. You've got the orbs that you throw. Much easier to nuke him down if you can start stockpiling the orbs. That middle section, it goes solar captains. Then you've got Void Wizards that are orange, and the Centurions, the big emissary champions, those are going to be arc. And you've also got potentially snipers at the same time like I did, or I hope you don't. So let's get back to orbit and we'll wrap this thing up. So I know this video is probably going to be editing hell. Not as much for me, but if you guys watch it and it feels kind of disjointed, that's my doing. Just mostly a lot of deaths and being lost. But thank you all very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy the video, drop a like below. Leave a comment if you guys have questions. If you had other experiences, other loadouts that you found beneficial. And if you don't have Xenophage, believe me, I understand. That was very beneficial for me on this one. If you don't have that one, it's worth going after. I've used it a lot. But you guys, if you are watching this video, I am going to be streaming today, so it's going to be Tuesday the 27th. I'll be playing Immortals Phoenix Rising, streaming on YouTube. And then tomorrow, Thursday the 28th, I'm going to be playing the Medium. Both of those are going to be 10 a.m. Central Time to 5 p.m. Central Time. And then, let's see, on Friday, podcast The Last Word of the CB Gray. Awesome gentleman. Can't wait to have him on. Should be a fun chat. That's going to be 6 p.m. Central Time on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Ebontis. And then, depending on how much is left of the Medium, I might finish that over the weekend. So stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter. You'll get updates of what I've got going on. But overall, thank you guys very much. Have a good one, and I'll see you soon.